Hey everybody, it's Kimberly Castle and I am back here again with the next installment of Tiara Talk. I am here this week talking to you about media pitches. This is probably one of the questions I get asked the most. How do you get seen by the media? How are you getting on morning shows? How are you getting in a newspaper or getting an interview in a magazine? How are you making these things happen? That is what I'm covering today. So welcome back to Tiara Talk. So I think the first thing is, what is a pitch? What are you actually doing when we say we're making a pitch? And in essence, it can be a couple things. One, usually it's a letter or an email. In this day and age, an email to the editor or a journalist. And the key and the main objective is really you want to get interviewed, you want to get on the show. Or you might have a product that you're demonstrating or something that you're promoting, like an event or a charity fundraiser that you might be working towards. And the pitch basically would have all the information that they might need about that event or about that product that you might be pitching. So I can't stress this enough. This is one of the key things that I think why most people aren't getting on morning shows or are not getting media attention. It's because they're too concerned with what about me? You're saying to the media personality, hey, you should have me on your show because I'm awesome and I have this great title to promote. They don't care. You need to give them a reason why you should be on the show. What is in it for them? What is in it for their viewers, and what are you providing? So if you are promoting an event that's happening in the community that people get to benefit from, that would be a great reason for you to share that event and a great reason why they might want to have you on their show, because you're promoting an event in their community. So you need to make sure that you stand out as you're providing that information. Saying that, hey, I'm Miss Canada and I should be on your show isn't enough. They don't care. Quite honestly, they want to know why. Why should they have you on their show as Miss Canada? What is it that you're doing that's exciting for them to want to share with their viewers? So that's really key. You really want to help them envision what the story is. Provide background information. What's the idea you're trying to get across? Always have background information, facts and sources. I know the few times that I've been on morning shows, they'll often ask for video of the pageant that has happened in the past so they can run it alongside the story, or other photos or interviews that you've had so that they can reference those as they're sharing that. Or even if it's a charity event or a fundraiser and you've held it in the past, they might want to know information about how it happened in the past, when it was, and how that relates to kind of what's happening now. The other question I get asked a lot is, I sent an email, I sent the information and I haven't heard back from them. I guess they just don't want me on the show, or they don't want to interview me, or they don't want to pick up my story. That's probably not the case. I would say you need to follow up at least once, if not twice. These people are very busy and they might be getting a lot of information and a lot of junk that goes into their emails, or they're getting calls. So I would definitely recommend that you need to follow up for sure once, if not more than once, to follow up to make sure they even got your email or they got the information that you're trying to get across to them. Again, these are very busy people. At the same time, they're actually looking for stories. They're looking for information and cool things that you can share with them so that they can put this kind of information in their publications or on their TV shows. So they really do look for this kind of content, but you need to provide them, one, a reason why you're important and why it should be shared with their audience, and two, make sure you follow up, because like I said, these are very busy people and oftentimes their emails just get missed. All right, so a couple things. A few tips just to keep in mind. One, make sure that you're posting regularly on social media, and make sure you reference that in the information that you're providing, meaning reference your social media links so that they can look that information up in case they want to. They also just want to understand that it's a reputable organization that you're working with, and as we know, mrsglobe organization certainly is. It's been around for 20 plus years, and so they will often look just to see what the reputation of the organization is. So make sure you're sharing that information. on a regular basis. 2, call or email your local community paper if you have a story idea. I've had the opportunity to work with some really incredible people at the Regina Leader Post and other publications, not just papers, but magazines. But a newspaper is a great way to get your information out there, especially if you're doing good in the community. They want to certainly promote you and make sure that your community is behind you and they're getting ready to help you work towards your next goal. So be sure to reach out to the local newspaper. Number 3, contact the community section or the editor in your large market or your city to get your story out there as well. That's another good way. Again, they're always looking for content and information that they can share in these publications and on these TV shows. So definitely hit up your local newspaper, look for community magazines, and morning shows are always great because, again, they're always looking for content and they run every single day. All right, so make sure you go to my website, kimberlycastle.com, kimberlycastle.net actually, and you can sign up for Tiara Talk. You'll get all this content, including these videos, but all of the handouts that go along with it. And one of the cool things that I've provided this week as part of this unit is you actually get a sample letter that you can use, or sample email that you can send to your local TV station, newspaper, magazines to help you put your pitch together. So I hope you've enjoyed this week. Tiara Talk with Kimberly Castle.